Hello and welcome back everybody to this Heflatv presentation of the joinDOTA League Season 2. This is Virtus.pro versus Goomba Gaming, game number 2. Goomba Gaming actually made an upset in game number 1, winning the game. So Virtus.pro, they have to show how strong they are, even with Chatflow standing in for Arsart. Well, my name is Coucher, and with me for game number 2 as well will be Benchy.
And we see the Nature's Prophet picked up the first pick, this time with Virtus.pro side. As the Nature's Prophet do some good work for Goomba Gaming, but again, very weird. Considering the fact that Nature's Prophet is one of those heroes you need to build around.
I mean, I guess Nature's Prophet offlane, like some certain teams like Power Rangers as well, they just love that hero, and maybe they're going for some more global strat now, like maybe even picking up an IO at some point.
But we do see a nice pickup there coming out from Goomba Gaming. That clockwork is absolutely fantastic against a Nature's Prophet. One of the few heroes that truly counters our Natures, as you can't do the usual attack damage, wait till the TPs come in and then run away from the tower. Instead, the clockwork just chases you down with his ultimate and stops the Nature's Prophet from being able to do that rat doto, so to say.
I mean, yeah, it is hard to counter rat doto though, like the better heroes are Storm Spirit, maybe even the Tinker, of course. I mean, Clockwork would actually have to be on another lane as well, but he usually wants to be the one setting up the team fights. So unless Goomba goes for some other hero who can counter Rat Dota effectively, this Clockwork is probably going to be on other lanes. Although then again, having a Disruptor there as well, they can actually maybe, if they get like one semi-pushing hero for themselves, Goomba that is, they can maybe just go for a man push against the Nature's Prophet while he's split pushing, make the Nature's Prophet TP in as Goomba is going for the fight and just glimpse him out.
As we just seen Ancient Apparition also getting picked up, and we are possibly seeing that global strategy coming out. As in, what other heroes could you use to do out that global strategy? You've got like
Zeus! Virtus.pro Zeus, man.
Yeah, Zeus, Spectre, Io?
Actually, a Zeus Spectre on top of this, it would be so sick. Every time they have their ultimates, just at least 2 to 3 heroes dead on Goomba Gaming, more or less. At least when the Spectre has his radiance already.
As we are actually going to be seeing a Darkseer band out on the Goomba Gaming side with the Life Stealer. Very good pick up there, a ban out, from Virtus.pro, considering that he can infest onto that Clockwork. Clockwork gets the ultimate off and then just causes huge amounts of damage, with that infest exploding all over everyone.
Oh man. Yeah. That sounded so dirty to me.
That's the PG rated 13 version.
Yeah, I guess it is, but actually Virtus.pro, they did ban out the Luna, but Goomba, they pick up a Spectre for themselves. And did they kind of block pick this, or did they genuinely want to draft a Spectre from before already?
Well, Spectre also works against that Nature's Prophet, where the fact that you can have a Clockwork initiate in, or even the Spectre pop his ultimate first, Clockwork jumps in to get the, the trap off, so to say, and then the rest of the team can just come in and clean up, or even just a Clockwork and Spectre working together on their own to pick off solo kills, as Nature's Prophet and Nature Apparition are both very gankable heroes if you know where they are.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing about Dota. Having vision up to know where your enemy is, and just so many games are won just purely from that information of knowing where the enemy is. And, well, actually, Virtus.pro, they picked up a Wraith King now. And what would your bet be? Support or carry?
Well, Wraith King generally plays support, as in he can go as a carry, and, well, he's definitely being played as support right now, as obviously Wraith King, his abilities, they do scale, but they also scale without items, which might sound strange, but it's a little bit like a Vengeful Spirit. He can play her as a carry, but generally, she's just so much better as a support that can go around roaming, ganking, maybe pick up a Blink Dagger, and then that Resurrection means that he can even play super aggressive.
Yeah, I definitely like support Wraith Kings way more, especially as it's a support that can somewhat scale like semi-carry-ish style or so. Plus, once you get the Blink there, you're just so damn effective. Just blinking around, stunning people, and I mean, the thing about like a support Wraith King is that people usually they don't focus you anyway because you have the reincarnation and there's no point since you don't do too much damage. But on an 8-second cooldown, just throwing out the Wraith Fire Blast, that's a lot. Plus, of course, just providing the Vampiric Aura to your teammates.
Now, it is worth noting right now that, surprisingly enough, somehow, Invoker got all the way through to the last ban stage. As in, you must remember, like, just like a patch or so ago, where Invoker was literally picked up every single time as first pick, first ban, and now we're at a stage where he occasionally isn't even banned or picked at all.
Yeah, it's... when times are changing. The Exort Invoker did get nerfed a little bit. I don't think it was that huge of a nerf anyway. But some teams just do not like it as Goomba. They pick up a Storm Spirit and, well, now they have some aggression, some mid game. As well as, well, Virtus.pro, I guess, so do they. Brewmaster, Gyrocopter. I mean, we're just going to see lots of fighting again, probably.
As we do see that Brewmaster probably going to be going mid. A very good hero. One of those heroes that, after a few repeated busts, has really jumped on the competitive scene. As in the fact he basically gets a guaranteed miss chance with both of his abilities is absolutely huge on a Brewmaster. As it basically means that there's very few mid matchups he actually loses. Can you think of a mid matchup that Brewmaster really loses that badly? And he has amazing teamfight potential. Up until about minute 30-40, his ultimate effectively should just read, you win this teamfight. Or at the very least, stop the teamfight from happening.
I think probably OD might be the best hero just to make it so that he can Thunderclap. But even then, he will be able to just right-click the creeps anyway, so he won't get crushed by anyone, I think.
I'd say Razor might be a bit of annoying, getting rid of his damage, and you will eventually get enough right-clicks onto him to, harass him out of lane, but either way, we are going to be here with game number 2. Goomba, they're on the game ahead, and they're going to be known as Nino on the Disruptor, Nia playing an amazing Rubik last time, now going to be on the Dazzle, Chill on the Storm Spirit, Standing Chris with 2 Z's, not an S, and Odie also on that Spectre.
Yeah, and for Virtus.pro, Illidan, he's going so aggressive already. He is on the Gyrocopter, leaving Chotnam support him on the Ancient Apparition together with NS on the Wraith King. And of course, God, he will be playing the mid lane Brewmaster, leaving Chachlo to play the safe lane Nature's Prophet up against, well, what looks like going to be an aggressive tri lane with a Spectre.
That's very interesting there, and, well, if we have a look at the tri lane on the Virtus.pro side, it does make a little bit of sense, I guess, but at the same time, it's a very aggressive tri-lane themselves. I think they're trying to dodge this tri-lane. They're expecting Virtus.pro to go aggressive with that, those 2 aggressive carries, 2 aggressive supports, and the Gyrocopter, but it looks like it's going to be tri-lane versus tri-lane. Well, possibly.
Yeah, they are changing some things up, or maybe they're just sending NS to help out, well, never mind Illidan Easter, so I really think that's a smart rotation coming out from Virtus.pro. Because they definitely want to stop this Spectre from just having a nice time farming up. And with a Brave Fire Blast, Gyrocopter can get up close with the Rocket Barrage. That is a lot of damage early on, especially if Jotun is there with the Chilling Touch as well. So potentially they have a crap ton of damage for mid lane. Actually the Nino is helping out Chill at the moment against God. I'm not too sure how I feel about this double lane, or dual lane rather.
They can't leave this dual lane, as right now Goomba will get nothing on the Spectre in this tri-lane currently. This has to be a temporary thing.
I mean, and Brewmaster, yeah, sure, you can maybe stop him from getting like early arcane boots or just rushing that fast blink dagger or something, but he's gonna get the levels anyway. Maybe if Disruptor as well as Storm Spirit are like level 3 or something and God kind of overextends himself. But until that point, I think the Brewmaster is just gonna get his levels quite easily still.
As you see Gyrocopter just tanking up these creeps as they're trying to make sure that lane doesn't get pushed out, but we are seeing the rotation coming out. They were hoping they were going to dodge a tri-lane, but instead, it is going to be a Clockwork, probably going to be rotating up top in a few moments.
Yeah, probably he will have to get a TP unless he just wants to walk there. But just walking across the entire map, it's such a bad idea usually. And you can already see that Shashlo actually TP to the top lane, only level 1 call, Nature's Call. But looks like they want to go for the push straight away. They're like, okay guys, you rotate everybody away from the lane, we're just gonna go for the tower.
Well, if they don't get the lanes they wanted, then
they get the stun on Chris. Can he get the power cogs off? There's Illidan getting close and personal with the Rocket Barrage. He gets the cogs, but in the end, it only buys time. Although Jotam and Illidan, they're down to half HP. If there only would have been a few more heroes, it maybe could have prevented that or get a few counter kills. But now, the creeps, are they gonna go back to tier 1 tower? Yes, they are. So that's a double creep with Chachlo. Can create 3 treants in 2 seconds time as well. So that's gonna be an early tier 1 tower.
We even see the fortification going to get popped. Is there going to be any kind of rotation coming out from Goomba? As this is just heavy push coming out. They realize that...
Oh, God. Can you dodge more right clicks, please? The Drunken Brawler, can they actually catch up? No, they can't. Oh, my God. Drunken Brawler mischance. Only 10%, but completely saving him at the moment. Wow.
Tier 1 will go down. RNGs are smiling on both the top lane and the middle lane.
Sure, looks like it. And Virtus.pro, they're off to a really good start, and that's exactly what they need to do against the Spectre as well. Just start taking towers, start forcing Goomba to actually react. And if they have to do so, Spectre just won't have as easy of a time, or if the Spectre keeps on farming on his own lane, the other lanes are going to suffer because of it.
Yeah, and that's always a hard thing about Spectre, that he's a very late game hero. He doesn't do very much early game, not without items, not without anything. As you see, the Brewmaster has moved middle. With Nature's Prophet defending, Nature's Prophet defending middle, Brewmaster going top, bottom.
I mean, God should have a pretty decent time against the Spectre. Spectre really doesn't have any solo kill abilities against the Brewmaster, probably. So, I mean, Brewmaster gonna get some levels, gonna get some farmers. Chachlo, he's probably gonna rotate around anyways at times. So, he might as well be mid lane. And Storm Spirit, I mean, it's only 3.5 minutes and it feels a little bit longer somehow. But Storm Spirit, he's level 4, so... I mean, once he gets level 6, maybe Nature's Prophet has to be afraid, but... Before that point, he's gonna be fine.
Yeah, we've kind of basically skipped the laning stage in this game at the moment, with both these two teams just rotating around and trying to find the best situation, and both the two teams seem to have got to the same point where they just realize they just don't want to lane.
Yeah, this though. Actually, Brewmaster went back to the mid lane as Chachlo went to the bottom lane. Did get poison touch stuff now, but I mean, how many rotations have you seen by both teams already in this game?
Rotating more than a record.
Oh, Nino, he went for a rather random kinetic field. I guess he's like, okay, I have a regeneration rune, he might as well pop it. Although he popped the clarity as well before that regeneration rune, so not the best, but Brewmaster might be in some trouble. Chill is there going for the harass with the overload. He's still only level 4 though, and they can't do anything on top of this, but oh, shot move NS, they're smoked up. I think this might be an easy kill wherever they rotate. As God, mid lane. No, never mind, he's gonna be fine still.
Yeah, they're going bottom. They want to stop that Spectre from farming, and, well, Dazzle is there. Dazzle does... Well, he doesn't have Shallow Grave, in fact. This is actually huge, as they do spot that Dazzle.
Smoke. Well, Dazzle just got back fucked. He's gonna go down for sure. Maybe, no, Odie. He's gonna get away with the Spectral Dagger extra movement speed, but, I mean, that was just epic backstabbing.
Yeah, they kind of just stayed there for a moment, looking at each other for realizing that they can just pick up that very easy kill, and it looks like they want to keep pushing. They want to get rid of all these opportunities for safe farm on the Spectre, and pushing down towers is the easiest way to do that. Yeah,
unfortunately, actually, Chachlo doesn't have too much mana to work around with, doesn't have enough for the Nature's Call, so they're going to have to rely on their creeps. With the lifesteal aura from NS, they might be able to just bring down the creep wave, but they actually don't have, like, creep clearing abilities themselves. So it's going to take some time, or at least, well, Chachlo, another 15 seconds or so, he will have his treants. And if that happens, they're going to get an easy tower, probably. Mid lane, Chill, still level 5 as is God on the Brewmaster. Actually, Brewmaster is going to get level 6 before God. So even if they jump the Brewmaster, they need to be sure to actually kill him off within the duration of the Electric Vortex, which is level 3. Otherwise, there's just going to be a Primal Split and it's going to be fine. Maybe even get the counter kill.
As you see, interestingly enough, Wraith King taking that last hit, obviously, out of all the heroes here.
Oh, actually, there was a Primal Split, mid lane Storm Spirit might go down, a nice heal coming in from near. Another Boulder Toss, maybe they want to chase him down, Chill, has the healing stuff coming out, but oh, you know, there's the Boulder Toss onto the Spectre instead. Are they gonna get the kill? Oh, is the Primal Split gonna end in time? Nope. He gets the kill before, he might lose his life because of it, but killing off the Spectre is probably worth it, and he's pretty speedy as well. There's another smoke, and Nest with Jotum is there, and God, he just got away with murder.
And now they surely have to know something's up, as, you know, Brewmaster just staying there when all the people were chasing him is just a little bit too blatant, so to say.
Indeed it was, but he gets a haste rune now. They can actually follow up with a kill. I mean, mid lane, it's Nino and Chill is still not level 6. So, no ultimate for him to just ball lightning away. Maybe even disjoint the Brave Fire Blast, but not an option at the moment, and he just has to stay so far back because of it.
As we already see in the Nature's Prophet, he's picked up a Midas. It's 3-0 for Virtus.pro right now. Everything going Virtus.pro's way.
Indeed, at least the Clockwork is level 6. He's smoked up as well, TPing to the tier 2 tower. And well, NS and Shotum, they might be in for an unpleasant surprise in a few seconds time as Chill. He just wants to get that level 6, wants to stay in experience, but oh, Chachlo is there as well. Oh my god, Clockwork comes in, there's the cogs, onto 2, Jotun will go down for sure, but the stun lands on Chill. Can he actually get level 6, can he escape? There's the Thunderclap coming out, nope, the Electric Vortex before Wrath of Nature. He does go down finally near, does drop down as well. It's easy 2 for 1, the hookshot onto NS, can they get the kill on the Wraith King? Sprout up as well, oh my god, he finally falls down. But you know, he's gonna pay for his insolence, he will fall down to Chargelaw. A triple kill for the Nature Prophet, mega kill streak for him. And my god.
That's a triple kill on the Nature's Prophet, who not only has a sweet mushroom hat, but he's also got a Midas in hand, and, well, that's just farming up a hero that's going to get even more farm.
That's just a way to play the best Dota. If you get the kills, go for objectives afterward and get more gold and chill. Well, god, I guess he wants to try to stay around. Can he get the... No, deny comes out from the Dazzle. There's the Electric Vortex on the god as well, slowed down by the Poison Touch. He doesn't have the Primal Switch. There's the Haunt coming in from OD. They want this kill and they want it badly, although Blink gets bought up by god, so doesn't lose that much, I guess. I mean, reliable gold. He didn't lose anything after the Blink Dagger purchase, to be honest.
Yeah, and after picking up that Blink Dagger, that is going to be, well, finally a few kills coming out from Goomba, and a very crucial one at the very least, getting a kill onto that Storm Spirit, who's had a terrible start so far.
Indeed he has, I mean, and they even dual laned him mid lane, that's the biggest thing about this. Or at least started as a dual lane.
He's currently getting out-farmed by the Brewmaster, which he was 1 versus 2 against, which is just not a good situation, and like what I said, that missed chance just makes it so hard to get kills and stop him from farming.
Oh, man, just looking at the overall net worth, looks like Goomba has an overall just hard time farming up, because all the 3 cores on Virtus.pro, they are the top 3 leaderboards as well. Especially Chargelaw, just, man, Nature's Prophet, he just spirals so far out of control if he gets that early Midas and you can start getting towers, although there is a bounty on his head, so if he should go down at any point in time, that's going to be a lot of gold going towards Goomba.
Now what I have to wonder is, what does Nature's Prophet go for right now? He could just go for straight up push, you know, picking up that Necro very, very quickly, trying to end this game before Spectre gets into line, or he can go for straight up damage. Try to use the advantage of his huge, amazing start he has.
I think Necrobook actually wouldn't be that bad at all, just mana draining anybody, maybe even like a Clockwork or the Storm Spirit. Especially early on it might be good, as well as of course, man, just getting those towers, always nice. Maybe even a faster Roche, getting some counter vision. Although feeding away the Necrobooks to a Spectre isn't something you usually want to do either, though.
It is a little bit interesting in the choices he's going to have. In the meantime, we are seeing, just look how aggressive this Brewmaster can play with his ultimate up. He just knows there's very little that this Goomba team has. I think they need to pop Disruptor ultimate, which they just don't have yet.
Well, they're pretty close to it, though. He is almost level 6, near level 4, so they're struggling as far as levels go, although... Oh, top lane shot him, he's gonna go down. Spectral Dagger chill initiated with the Ball Lightning Electric Vortex. And oh, just as I was trying to talk about Jotun, I mean, he's level 5 as well, but doesn't have his Ice Blast quite yet, and usually if the Ice Blast gets delayed to like 15 minutes, maybe a little bit less, like 12 to 15 minutes, it usually doesn't have as high of an impact, but Goomba Gaming, all their heroes are rather squishy, to be honest, at the moment. Even the Spectre, who is maybe going for dramas, maybe just has a casual bracer, still sitting sub 1k HP.
It is worth noting right now that because of Goomba Gaming got that kill up on top, we just saw the push coming out from Virtus.pro doing huge amounts of damage to his tier 2 tower, and the rest of Goomba Gaming just aren't in position to take it out, as Clockwork is going to get, you know, zoned out by those treants, just blocking his possible ultimate, and that is going to be...
Jotun might be in trouble again. There's the Haunt coming in, Spectral Dagger with the glimpse as well. I mean, he was so far out of position, and of course the Haunt spotted out all the other rotations as well coming out from Virtus.pro, although OD maybe stuck around for too long to Thunderclap. Oh, a little bit off target.
So he is going to get away nice and alive, but at the same time, the AA doesn't matter that much. Not with the amount of farm the rest of these heroes have, and the top 3 farmers are the top 3 on Virtus.pro, and that's always a good place to be in.
Indeed it is, and actually looking at the graphs, it's a 8,000 gold lead almost for Virtus.pro, 11, almost 12 minutes into the game, and well, XP dropping down now a little bit thanks to the 2 kills on Arsar, or not Arsar, goddamn, what am I saying, on Jotun. It's still 3k XP lead for them, and 12 minutes in, even that is a pretty sizable lead.
Well, 12k in, they want to go for a Roshan attempt instead, as they do have those treants that can tank it all up, and a lot of extra damage coming out. HR Prussia not quite level 6 yet though, so they don't quite have that teamfight advantage yet. They do have the cooldown though.
Yeah, and actually it was pretty nice because top lane God made it so that Chill, he had to back off, had to use most of his mana and TP to the base, which in theory should have bought enough time for Virtus.pro to go for the Roche, but I guess since they only went in with 2 people and then NS even wasn't involved, so they did back off, just afraid of the hook shot into the Roche.
Well, they are still trying to go for it. They're just trying to bait this out, and we do see there is.
Oh, the smoke just as NS was there with the enemies. There's the stun onto Nino as well. They want to go aggressive. Breaking is level 6. The cooldown will hit on 2. Make it free. Maybe Storm Spirit zips in. Gets the electric vortex onto Shotme. Illidan drops low as well. Chargecopter actually goes down. Can they get any counter kill? Primal Split finally comes out, but Thunderclap was off target. Chill stand up, but he will have the ball lighting to get away. Most likely, yes, it does escape. NS, he's. Oh man. Oh, Chill out of mana. Thrown up in the air. He's probably gonna take a fall. Gonna get stunned up as well. He goes down to 522 gold to God, actually.
Yeah, Storm Spirit was actually on a dominating streak right there, coming out from those Ancient Apparition, and now this is going to be an easy Roche for Virtus.pro. Brewmaster getting even more money, even more cash. And looks like he wants to go for a fast Aghanims.
Yeah, it makes sense as well. The Aghanims, just such a great item when Brewmaster gives all your Brewlings abilities as well. Especially if you can get the double Thunderclap off, that's a lot of magical burst damage as well as the slows. But Chargeclaw, he's actually going for an Orchid, and well, in 120 gold he will have it finished, and against a Storm Spirit, that's just an excellent item.
Yeah, as in, I would say that on both of these teams, that Orchid would be pretty good, considering that if you can get that silence off on the Brewmaster before he can pop his ultimate off, you are basically removing half of what makes the hero great.
That is true indeed. Well, at the moment, Virtus.pro, they're just heavily in control of this game. I mean, looking at the kills, it's 9-7. You wouldn't think that Virtus.pro are that far ahead, but they're just farming way more efficient. But oh, NS might be in trouble. Chill just goes in with the ball lightning. The hook shot as well coming out. Even the Haunt used just for a support kill. I mean, now Virtus.pro, they can just easily go team fight, I think.
Yeah, Virtus.pro, that is one. They haven't got that Wraith King anymore. The Wraith King who hasn't quite got his Blink Dagger yet, buying up wards instead. Obviously, wards slightly better than Blink Daggers in terms of just, you know, free map hacks are also always good.
Oh man, it's so fun at 50 minutes in shot. Oh, now he hits level 6. He even has a point booster, so he's rushing for an Aghanims, but up until this point he didn't have an ultimate to use the Aghanims with, but the ultimate is flying now just to stop the push from happening. Won't connect on anybody, but Chargeclaw, well, he is split pushing at the same time, although him going for the Orchid actually leaves him kind of susceptible to getting picked off by the Storm Spirit in return, who actually has to ball lighting away G. He wants to go aggressive, will he blink in onto support, maybe no, Thunderstrike comes out now. Blink will be disabled, but God, well, in 4 seconds his Primal Split will be off cooldown, and with that he can be as aggressive as he just wants.
As we are going to be seeing this pushing coming up through middle, there is only 2 tier 2 towers left for Goomba outside their base, and it's only 15 minutes of the game. This is not very good against Nature's Prophet, not when you're giving them so much time to get that Rat Doto on.
I have to agree with you 100%. I mean, that's the strength of the Nature's Prophet, and I guess that's what makes him first pick worthy for some teams. At least teams that run him on a regular basis and just know how and when to rotate. But the Ice Blast is flying out. Will it actually connect on anybody? Yeah, it connects on the 2 support, so tier 2 tower goes down easily, and Virtus.pro, well, with the Aegis, with the Primal Split, they actually might want to try to go high ground, or never mind. They're going for the safer choice just for the tier 2 top. Oh, do they want to kill off OD? With the Orchid coming out from Chargeclaw, they actually might. Oh, can you get the Orchid? The TP coming out. There's the Thunderclap. No, nothing to stop the TP. Oh man, that was so unfortunate.
Yeah, he just spotted what was happening and TP down ASAP, and that is going to be a nice save there coming out from Spectre. But at the same time, that Orchid, it's only got a very small cooldown. They didn't really give up anything to try and get that kill, so this push is still on.
It certainly is. Maybe the Clockwork can put a stop to that though. He has the hookshot already. They are TPing into position. Chill. He has to get a little bit closer as well. And well, the Weave comes out only at Illidan though. And well, he has an Aegis, so oh, the Glimpse comes back as well. Will he go down? He gets out of the kinetic field though. So he's gonna be safe for the time being, and they're probably just gonna come back with the next creep wave.
Yeah, as in they've still got all their ultimates up, they've got that Aghanims, they've got all the mana and health they need.
Yeah, well, they can just heal themselves back up again. At the moment they do not have earn charges, but a few guilds will remedy that, and actually this waiting a little bit favors Virtus.pro since Reincarnation is only 10 seconds away from coming off cooldown.
Yeah, I say every single moment, remember that this time Virtus.pro, although they don't have the late game, they do have the mid game advantage, and well, the early game's just finished and they took a huge advantage from that. Meaning this mid-game is going to be so difficult for Goomba Gaming to make it through, so to say.
Yeah, I think they just can't take fights mid-game if the Prime Split is there, but oh, they get the stun on here, the Ice Blast is flying as well. It will actually connect with the cooldown, but Chris, he came in with a nice hookshot, and oh my, NS is gonna fall as well. They're in the Static Storm, but one had Reincarnation, one had the Aegis, so they're just gonna come back up. Buyback is there by the Dazzle, the kill of a few illusions is actually... Odie, he got the double kill, might go down in return, nope, no stuns to stop him. Nature's Prophet, Charge Law, he bought back, just to come back in, because with all the ultimates on cooldown for Goomba, they can probably just push high ground now. I mean, it was a decent fight for Goomba, all things considered, but they did have to blow a lot to just get that.
Yeah, to get those 2 kills, it was a very nice initiation, but, well, they just don't have the sustainability to go at that again, as you've got the ultimate, Disruptor's ultimate down for another 40 seconds.
Oh, they have the Primal Split, the Thunderclap onto Chill as well. He gets Silence up. Do they have enough to get the kill? Ray Fire Blast to fall on. Well, Storm Spirit, he's gonna go down. Ice Blast connects on Nino as well. Primal Split did get used. Chill actually still alive, got out somehow. Oh my god, I was so sure he's gonna go down. Homing Missile is chasing him as well. He will dodge it with a nice ball lightning. But oh, Nino thrown up in the air. Is he gonna go down as Illidan killed off the Clockwork in between? There's this Sprout onto near. Silenced up as well. He's definitely gonna fall. Thunderclap comes out. And Charge Law though. Oh, the tower, will it be enough? What? Oh god. So close, 50 HP, he will survive, but Odie coming in together with Chill, they get that 1 kill, that was a tieback as well. They might get Illidan and they will indeed, a few more right clicks, that's all they need. Chill will finish it up with the double kill, a nice Cox onto 2, but the Ice Blast to fly, it connects on 3, Chill might go down, can they get a few more? Jotum, how big of a man are you? Well, he gets a kill on Chill at least, so that's worth it, but Odie, he got so much, Spectre suddenly 4.5k gold.
That's absolutely huge team fight there coming out from Goomba, as Goomba were looking so behind, and that team fight just turns everything around, gives the Spectre time to farm, gives the Spectre a whole bunch of farm with all those kills, and, well, if we have a quick look at the experience, it will update, the gold I mean, it will update eventually, and it is in an upward trend. Probably going to end up about a 10k advantage in favour of Virtus.pro, still quite far ahead, but Goomba are still in it, especially with that Spectre.
Yeah, I mean, the Spectre is definitely getting big, although now Illidan has his BKB finished at least. But that's also an Orchid on Storm Spirit, so yeah, he can't go on Illidan, but anybody else is still an easy target for him now on the Storm Spirit. And that fight just... Things would have gone so differently if Chill had actually died. I mean, he got Orchided, Brave Fire blasted, but Primal Split was just used to try to chase down other targets. So they didn't focus on the Storm Spirit, thought he's dead anyway, which I did as well, but the Ice Blast will fly bottom, no follow-up, so doesn't matter, but man, Chill, just ball lightning too strong.
As we do see that Nature's Prophet is going to keep pushing out, going to keep doing that Rad Doto, but now we do have a Radiance of Spectre, and that changes everything. He's in so much trouble. That may be a dead Nature's Prophet, and that is going to be a dead Nature's Prophet.
Goomba they're definitely staging a comeback. I mean, really late game wise, I actually wouldn't be too sure that the Spectre has enough to take on a Nature's Prophet, Gyrocopter and a Brewmaster, because he would have to go for a BKB unless he wants Brewmaster to just throw him up in the air constantly. Even the Wraith King can transition somewhat. He's actually working towards a Blade Mail at the moment, which is going to be so damn good against the Spectre. But, I mean, Virtus.pro definitely threw it a little bit. The graphs have updated, so, like you said, they actually end up in a 10k gold lead still for Virtus.pro. XP though, it's down to 0.
As you see, the smoke is going to be coming out. Virtus.pro, they have kind of had a small setback right now. They're looking to hopefully bring it back. They might want to go for this Roshan attempt, but the Roshan is going to actually be in a while. I think it's going to be, not quite sure. It's going to be in at least 20 seconds. As we are going to be seeing a smoke gank coming out. Looks like one going to start pushing down bottom. In the meantime, though, this could actually be pretty big, considering the fact that everyone on the Goomba is up here on top.
Yeah, and the Haunt is still on cooldown for another 40 seconds as well. Virtus.pro, they are definitely aware of the fact that it is on cooldown. I don't think they know it by the second, but they know the general time that it will come. And Goomba, well, they are going for tier 1. Do all of them have TPs? Yes, they do, and they're going for them as TPs back home. They do see Virtus.pro just grouping up, and I mean, even if Virtus.pro don't get the tower now, they made 4 heroes TP out. So that's still some gold and time wasted from Goomba, I guess.
And at this point, they can just rotate back and try and take this Roche, which is going to be up in about 30 seconds' time.
Well, it's definitely going to be good for them, as... Well, looking at the items that they have picked up, actually Chachlo, he picked up a Gloves of Haste, maybe wanted to go for a Maelstrom, but now has picked up an Ogre Club, so decided or figured out that, hey, he can't really do this without a BKB against Static Storm, as well as the Storm Spirit just jumping at you. Especially once he has the Orchid finished, that he does now. So Cheslo is going for the BKB, or is somebody else? Well, Illidan already has his, plus a Yasha on top of that. God, 600 gold or so away from his Aghanim Scepter. And actually, even Jotunheim only 1.3k away from his own Aghanims.
As we see right now that... Just look at how defensive Goomba are to play though right now. Even though they've had a very nice, moment to come back into the game, they basically don't have control of their own jungle at the moment.
Well, that's what happens if you're just against an aggressive playstyle as well as aggressive heroes like Virtus.pro though. But they have smoked up, they want to clear up their own jungle. And well, Chargelaw, I think he's gonna go down for sure. There's the Rocket Flare, maybe Hookshot as well. The Haunt comes out even just to get that one kill. Or maybe it was kind of a scouting mission and, well, he does go down quite easily in the end.
That is okay there though, does it just stop that pushing for a little bit, allows that Spectre to keep getting that farm up. Looks like he's going for a Heart next on that Spectre. Already got his Radiance.
Well, it might just be a casual Vitality booster as well. Spectres mostly just go for a casual one, maybe then finish up like a Yasha, maybe even a Manta Style depending on what they're up against. And actually I wouldn't mind a Manta Style all that much against a Nature Prophet with an Orchid. But, NS is there, will get the stun onto OD. Do they follow up Ice Blast to fly? Maybe no. OD is level 16 and just NS taking so much damage. Slow down as well with the weave. He's just gonna go down to Radiance. A few right clicks maybe. Oh, there's the Static Storm. She gets caught. There's the Hookshot as well. He's completely caught and he can't even get up his ultimate. Can he? Nope. Last second when the silence ended, he already died. And well, NS came back, got this stun up onto Clockwork. There's the cooldown as well. Will connect onto 2. So actually they might get the Clockwork with the Flak Gun or with Illidan chasing them down. With his BKB activated, can get out of the kinetic field of course. And a little bit more, a few more right clicks. NS gets the kill with the Brave Fire Blast. But it's a 1-for-1 I guess in the end, with the Reincarnation going on cooldown as well.
Yeah, it's worth noting right there that Brewmaster did not manage to get his ultimate off, meaning he is going to have that in 22 seconds time when he comes back in, and he's almost got his Aghanims. But at the same time, that's a very nice fight there coming out from Goomba. Although very nice response coming out from Virtus.pro as well. Just both those two teams just keeping that positioning out, making it work for both, regardless of what happened.
To be honest, I thought it's gonna go way worse for Virtus.pro after God just died without getting his ultimate or any spells off. But since the death, just still delaying his Aghanim Scepter, he actually was around the same area of getting his Aghanims like 5 minutes ago almost already. But that will be most probably erosion for them. NS tanking it up, he actually has 4 points in Vampiric Aura. So Illidan, once he builds for a little bit more right click, which actually has, but melee, they haunt in, they go for the kill onto God, can they get it as well? Yes they can, before the Primal Split. Once again, the Jotunheim is gonna fall as well. OD gets a double kill for himself. Will the Roche still go down? No, it gets abandoned because of course they got scouted around with the Haunt. And if Goomba Gaming get this Roche now, get the Aegis onto OD, who has another 3.3k gold, oh my god. This Goomba, are they really turning it around, and can they take this series 2-0?
That would be an amazing upset coming out from Goomba Gaming. Goomba Gaming, we do see the initiation coming out
Oh
from
my god, Illidan is so low already, has some life steal, uses the cooldown as well with the physical damage. Oh my god, Chrissy just melts in the Rocket Barrage. It is level 3, but now Chill going in. Can he get the slow? He's completely out of mana. Oh man. I guess Clockwork going in a little bit too aggressive there against the Gyrocopter.
But it did give him that. It forced him to use the call down in a bad position, not in the Roshan pit, but in this area, meaning that they did manage to pick up that Aegis, and that's actually a pretty huge win for who managed to pick it up. The Storm Spirit.
Well, they were pretty damn close to actually getting the kill on the Gyrocopter in return as well, so it could have been peak, but I guess getting the Aegis on Storm Spirit is going to be good enough, because I mean Storm Spirit is actually one of the heroes who can make the most use out of that item.
As we do see right now that...
Oh man.
Both these two teams just rotating back, sitting away, realizing that, just trying to get the core items on both their sides. As Bruno has picked the haste.
OD is going for a straight up Reaver at the moment. Or straight up Heart of the Rest of this. Has a Reaver finish, so just needs the recipe, which is only 400 gold away for him. So, I guess against the Ancient Apparition it's not that bad. And speaking of him, he's gonna go down mid lane again. He got up his Ice Blast, but it was only level 1, so, gets the kill. Wrath of Nature actually bounced around as well. bringing the heroes low, but Frostbite does end, and they're just gonna get healed back up again by the Urn, by the Shadow Wave from the Dazzle. They even have a mech on the Dazzle as well, and well, Chill, he has a BKB finished on the Storm Spirit, with a BKB and an Aegis. Oh, those 2 lives are just gonna be a pain in the ass for Virtus.pro.
As we do see right now, the push is coming out. The H-Trap Russian is down, and
oh, Chill zips in, wants to go for NS. There's no reincarnation yet. There's the silence as well. They haunt in just in case for that. Even use the hook shot. I mean, they just show a lot of hate for NS on his support Brave King.
damn, to be fair, if you can initiate onto him before his reincarnation comes up, before he can get his blink and stun off, you can do a huge amount of damage. The A ultimate is going to be good, but I think it's only level 1 at this moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's so sad to see when you get like a 4-man Ancient Apparition Ice Blast, but there is no follow-up at all. I mean, God, he has actually finally finished up his Aghanim Scepter, but looking at the graphs again, gold lead down to 6,000. Probably after this tower, if it updates, it's going to be even less. And XP, 3k and climbing for Goomba.
Yeah, they are. I'd say they're in the lead right now. They've got the better late game. They're bringing it back. They've got the momentum. And VP, they need an amazing initiation. They're just not getting it at the moment.
Oh,
This
they
spec
might
is
get
just so
Clockwork
hard.
though. Homing Missile is there. God, he has a haste rune as well. The cogs come out. Oh, the cooldown is there. Clockwork is actually gonna get hit once, maybe twice. He goes with the TP out, but well, he gets caught. Yule's up, or not Yule's, man, Cyclone. But you know, he might fall as well. Breath of Nature to bounce around, and he will go down. So suddenly, Virtus.pro, they get 2 kills, but can they get anything on top of this?
They did pop a lot of their nice big ultimates though.
Indeed they did, but then again, so did Goomba from before already, when they killed NS off, so they're probably even. Virtus.pro, not that long of a cooldown. I guess Primal Split is the longest for them. Cooldown, really spammable, 60-second cooldown, or 45 even, man, wow. But that's Illidan having a Monkey King bar finished if he wants to finish it up.
As this Roshan is going to be down for another. Well, it's just got taken, and the Aegis is still not up on that Soul Spirit. It is right now. As this game's kind of got into a weird position where both these 2 teams have the ability to gank each other, but at the same time they don't really want to. As we've got the Gyrocopter, he wants a few more items. He's got that Demon Edge, probably going to be picking up into a Daedalus.
Well, I think it's going. I'm not even sure actually. It might be Daedalus. Because there's no evasion coming out from anybody, so Monkey King bar not that necessary, I guess.
Or Divine Rapier. Just like go for YOLO build.
Well, it's... I mean, I don't think he's forced to go for that item yet. But there might come a time in this game that he just absolutely has to go for one. Oh, near. Charge Law. He's waiting for him patiently. He's scouting it out. There's the Hex. Oh, not the Hex, the Orchid rather. But a nice force step coming out. The mech as well by near. He's going to be fine. And they're going to turn it around. Charge Law, BKB activated. Goes for the TP out. Oh, the hookshot cancels it. Oh my god, he's going to go down to the physical damage now. But the Ice Blast. Chill actually might lose his Aegis here, I think. The Shallow Grave, maybe a little bit too soon. It will out. Oh, there's the Brave Fire Blast to follow. Chill. The Frostbite ends. There's the Primal Split though. Chill will definitely go down at least once here. Can he do some damage before that near? Will take a fall as well as the Primal Split completely focusing on the Dazzle now. NS came back, but oh, he's there. He's doing so much damage as NS. Reincarnation already popped. Storm Split thrown up in the air, but once this Primal Split ends, I think he's gonna go down as well. Unless he gets the... Oh, the Static Storm just waits for him. Can't even blink out, and he's gonna go down for sure now.
And that's a pretty huge fight there coming out from Goomba Gaming, making it a 2-for-4, and they only lost the support on their off lane. Meaning, you know, it's only the Gyrocopter who's got to somehow defend, and the one advantage the Goomba does have right now is the fact that Nature's Prophet's coming up in 10 seconds. He can keep split pushing, and the fact that there's a lot of Tier 1 towers and Tier 2 towers still left up for Virtus.pro right now.
It definitely is something for Virtus.pro, then again. Meaning that those... Oh, actually the Ice Blast flies together with the cooldown and she actually drops low. Finally the Aegis gets popped, and I can't believe the Aegis didn't get popped in the last fight. Oh, Divine Rapier!
Divine Rapier, the game has just got crazy.
But will it be enough to bring down a Spectre with a Heart of the Rest, a 3k gold in the bank as well? I mean, yeah, sure, I think they have enough damage to bring him down. But that means that he will disperse some of the damage in return. But OTP goes out, NS glimpsed back immediately.
As he is trying to hide the fact he's got so much damage right now. Do they know at this moment? We do see the attempt initiation. That the deny should be easy enough for Virtus.pro. But either way, things just got interesting. It's now Illidan. He's the one who's going to be trying to go for this fighters. He's the one in front. He's got that Divine Rapier.
Too bad there's not a Roshan at the moment for them to take. Oh man, he definitely needs an Aegis, although his BKB is on 8 seconds, so unless he gets jumped on before the BKB, he should be fine, although Chill. Ball Lightning can't get the regeneration rune. Illidan homing missile onto Chill as well, so Chill has to back off.
Yeah, Joe's going to be more than fine as that homing missile is going to have to go on a very, very long journey. But the gangs are coming out. They've got that Divine Rapier. They've got the most damaging item in the game right now. We've got that Gyrocopter. He has got a stupid amount of damage, almost 500.
Well, the flat cannon definitely will hurt a crap ton, but they don't have a mech, they don't have a pipe or anything, so... I mean, the BKB is really the only thing that can save him. And Spectre, he went for a blade mail of all items.
Oh, that is absolutely devastating towards Gyrocopter right there, as that flat cannon's basically going to go kill himself.
Well, he has to time it so that the BKB isn't activated though, because BKB does not care about blade mail. So, I mean, other than that, if he doesn't have BKB on and blade mail comes out by both the Clockwork as well as the Spectre, oh my god.
It's all going to be about whether has Goomba noticed though, as he has been in vision a few times. Are they checking their inventories? Because if they don't know, they could just run into this.
I think they probably spotted it out, or at least it would make sense because professional teams, they just constantly keep tabs on the enemy items. Whenever they see them on the map, just click on them, see if they have something new, maybe even like Dust Swords. And I think a Divine Rapier probably pops out, especially as you see those creepers just getting demolished.
Yeah, we are going to be seeing this Roshan coming out in a few moments. And I say this is where the next big fight's going to be.
But one huge thing, to be honest, is that is good for Virtus.pro as well, is that Illidan does have that 30% extra lifesteal thanks to NS with the Vampiric Aura. So Illidan is sitting at 45% lifesteal with his Helm of the Dominator. And he has a Reaver picked up, so he's going for his Satanic as well. And it's actually going to be extremely hard to bring him down like that.
We're seeing the initiative coming out from Brewmaster. This could be the fight.
Oh my god, OD uses his ultimate already on the Spectre. The supports are dropping so low, they get the stun on the Spectre, but will it be enough? Nier thrown up in the air, the Ice Blast completely off target. There's the hookshot onto Illidan as well. BKB already activated. Can he dish out enough damage? The Black Cannon is there. He's doing a crap ton of damage as well. He gets pulled back into the Static Storm. Now he's gonna fall. That's the Rapier, and that might be the game as well. Who actually picked up the Rapier? It is OD Spectre. He's just so damn tanky with the Rapier. Oh my god, he's doing so much damage as well now.
And feeding the Rapier to the enemy Spectre. That is never a sentence you want to say. The GG gets called.
Oh man, that was a nice try by Virtus.pro for sure, because I mean they were in a losing situation in this game, so they had to go for something big. But I think this Rapier might have been a little bit too early and forced.
But either way, that is going to be a 2-0 victory coming out from Goomba game. I'm not quite sure how they did it. Virtus.pro, you could say their first game picks were a little bit trolly, but their second game picks were a solid team, that they had a strategy, they had a plan, they got the Brewmaster, Wraith King, Nature's Prophet, Gyrocopter, a little bit controversial pick, but Goomba Gaming beat them 2-0, and that's a huge thing to take, and that probably means they might go up to 5th place. I don't know. As in, they are now completely safe in terms of not dropping down into those lower brackets.
Well, I guess that is good enough for them already, plus getting some nice experience and of course the bragging rights to say that you won against Virtus.pro 2-0.
Yep, in the meantime Virtus.pro, they've now got to win 50% of their remaining games, as they are currently going to be 9-5. And they just need 2 more wins, and in fact, just give me a quick mo. Did they beat Relax I'm Fine?
I can't say for sure, and that's probably gonna take some extra time to find out as well. But I guess...
Yes, Virtus.pro did beat Relax, so all they need to do is get 11 wins, 2 more, and they will be guaranteed to get through into that 4th position.
Well, they're most likely gonna get it as well, or at least I'm hoping to actually see them in the playoffs, just so that the playoffs would be a little bit more interesting. But this is actually gonna be it for us for today, at least for the English channels. Heflatv 3 is casting German, the Summit, so lots of action there, probably almost all night long as well. But thank you all so much for tuning in. I do hope you enjoyed, both me as well as my co-caster Benji. And if you did, be sure to follow Heflatv on Heflatv 1 and 2 just to support the English part of it. If you want, you can support the Germans as well. And of course, follow us on social media, Facebook and Twitter.com/Heflatv. You can find the VODs on YouTube.com/Heflamoke. As well as if you want to follow us personally, I am at Coacher on Twitter, as well as my co-caster is at Benchy. Is that correct? I guess it
Yes,
is.
it is. Yes, it is. Sorry about that. I muted myself.
No worries. So yeah, be sure to follow Benchy. Just awesome British caster. Casted CSGO before.
Yes, then it came over to the true esport.
Yeah, the true esport. Though CSGO is pretty damn awesome, but that's a story for another time when we have long pauses or something. So this is gonna be it for us, and once again, gratitude for tuning in, and just more awesome Dota coming from us on the next couple of days. And more joinDOTA League, Coastal Cup Asia will be casted by us as well. So have a pleasant evening, everybody.